One of our favorites as well. He's visiting us up from LA again. Is that right? Yeah? But don't hold out against him. Please, he's amazingly funny, really good dude, really funny friend. Please give it up for Dro.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? How many of you guys out here in a couple? How you guys in a relationship out here? Hey, all right. Are you guys the rest of you guys single or what? Yeah. There we go, baby, representing. I'm here. I'm going through a breakup right now, and I feel like I'm going through an Instagram war with my ex-girlfriend. You know, we're both trying to make it seem like we're living a better life without the other person. I gotta say right now, she's killing it. She's putting me to shame every day. I gotta see pictures of herself going to baseball games and hikes, and she's got multiple pictures of herself in midair at the beach. I feel like I'm forced to cheat to compete right now. Like I've been going to fancy restaurants every night to take pictures of other people's food. I took a selfie in line to see Hamilton. I didn't even have a fucking ticket, dude. And it's like every morning I gotta wake up and look myself in the mirror, and I gotta slowly see myself getting older and chubbier. I'm watching my hair fall out follicle by follicle. My head is starting to remind me like the rose from the Beauty and the Beast. I'm getting so nervous that if I'll find true love before that last petal falls, I just might be stuck alone and looking like some kind of monster, and my only friends are gonna be my furniture? Are you telling me the only way I'm gonna successfully meet women is by kidnapping their father? That's not the Disney Channel character I want to emulate. That's not my style. I'm more like Aladdin. I like lying to rich women about my social status. You know? And it's been so tough being single and Latino in this neighborhood, dude. Every time I successfully bring a girl back home, I try to be romantic. I light up a bunch of candles everywhere to set the mood, but it always backfires on me and makes things really awkward. And I'm starting to think it's because all my candles have the Virgin Mary on them. Worst part about the breakup is that she was the one in the relationship that had the Costco membership. So all of a sudden, I'm not allowed to shop at Costco anymore, so I gotta take my business elsewhere, and I thought I'd step it up a notch, so I walked inside an organic supermarket for the first time. Most awkward experience of my life. As soon as I walked in there, everybody just started staring at me like they knew I didn't belong there, like they could smell the Safeway coming out of my pores and shit. And I didn't know what to do, but I wasn't gonna walk out of there empty-handed, letting those food nerds make me feel like they were right about me. So I just started loading up my basket with all these fruits and vegetables I've never heard of. I walked out of there with these purple carrots and this eggplant that made me feel all self-conscious about myself. I got home with what I thought was a coconut. It turned out to be something called a jicama. You know how pissed off I was? Oh fuck, I don't know if you ever had a jicama, but you can't do nothing with it. And I've been just like trying to make myself feel better the only way I know how. I've been rewatching episodes of Saved by the Bell. And things were going great until I got to that one episode where AC Slater found out he was Mexican and it just ruined his day. I felt so bad for him. I just wanted to jump on that screen and give him a big hug and be like, you know what, AC, it gets better. 2017, they finally put Mexicans in a Star Wars movie, baby. Oh, so they don't even put Mexicans in Corona commercials. Now we in space. Oh my God, it's such an accomplishment. Like the first Star Wars movie came out in the 70s. It took place in a cantina. Not one Mexican in that motherfucker. What's going on, George, huh? They filled that shit up. They filled that shit up with dudes hiding from intergalactic bounty hunters. But not one dude hiding from La Migra? I don't understand, Mr. Lucas, get us a job. Worst part about telling that joke, I always get a drunk nerd come up to me and try to correct my Star Wars references. They're always like, oh, what about Chewbacca? He was a mechanic. They called him Chewie. He was probably Mexican. That's fucked up, dude. That is fucked up. Why does it have to be the hairy guy that doesn't speak English? Fucking racist nerds. I feel like I'm nerd bashing right now, dude. Just throwing that N-word so frequently with that hard R and everything. I just got nerd rage. I saw a grown man earlier riding on a hoverboard, and I was just hoping another grown man in rollerblades would just pass by and call him a bitch. I live in a very progressive neighborhood. There's a middle school right down the street where there's parents protesting every morning because the middle school's handing out condoms to their children. They're worried that it's gonna increase sexual activity in middle school. I think it's gonna increase water balloon fights, which will probably increase wet t-shirts, which will definitely increase sexual activity in middle school. But I don't understand that logic. I went to middle school. Did you go to middle school? I had a feeling. I went to middle school, you know what? They gave me a lab coat. They gave me some goggles. They gave me a beaker. They gave me some Bunsen burners. And you know what? I was never out there trying to cure cancer or split atoms or clone goats, none of that nerd shit. I would sit in the back and quietly try to cook crystal meth. I'm just kidding. I went to a Christian school. We didn't have a science lab. My mom really hates that joke. She spent a lot of money sending me to Christian school. I've been doing my best not to drink too much. I'm 30 years old. I got 5 roommates. They're all 23. And I just can't keep up with them. Every time I drink with them and I pass out, they like to draw dicks all over my face. I don't think that shit's cool. I don't think it's clever. I don't think it's creative. When my roommates pass out around me, I like drawing faces on their dicks, dude. Because I just want to use my art degree, baby. We got any art nerds in the crowd or what? I'm so artsy, the only pornography that gets me off are paintings by Georgia O'Keeffe. Then I wake up with the Jackson Pollock on my sheets. Gross! That's for the art nerds, baby. Ooh, I got a case of the giggles. I've been trying to get educated or woke, as the youngsters say. I'm trying to get better. I've been reading the newspaper every day because I get up before my neighbor does. And I gotta say, I read some interesting stuff. I just found out the government has been spying on us through our smartphones and television sets, possibly on microwaves. My roommates are so paranoid. They're worried the government has been watching them do drugs and masturbate. I'm worried the government has been watching me freestyle rap when I'm home alone. Like, you guys do not understand how many people I've shot in my rhymes, how many hoes I've allegedly slapped. My rhymes are too incriminating when I go off the top of the dome. My biggest fear is the underground's gonna find out that I'm always rhyming the word lyrical with miracle. Like, I don't want to lose my street cred over some whack-ass rhymes. Jeez. Ooh, time for the ender. What am I gonna talk about? All right, I spent my first Christmas in San Francisco last year, and I gotta say, it ruined Christmas for me. I went to a SantaCon event. Any of you guys go to that shit? Hey, I'm here to say, fuck SantaCon, dude. I don't understand why people think it's cool to dress up like Santa Claus on a Sunday morning and start bar hopping at the crack of dawn. People forget about the aftermath. The sun goes down. The streets are littered with drunk Santa Clauses throwing up on the sidewalks and fighting each other. There's a bunch of unsexy Mrs. Clauses crying with the makeup running down their face, missing shoes, they're missing friends. I just sat at the back of the bar and thought, damn, this would be the perfect environment for a Jewish father to take his kids and be like, you see that shit? That is exactly why we don't celebrate Christmas. My name is Dro Knows. Have a nice night, guys. Thank you. lot better.